Hello, my cutiest of all cutienesses. Here I am, your favorite mermaid. But this morning I had a terrible accident. The fishermen came like they always do, and then I go swim by and then they wave at me. But today I got caught in their fishing hook and it went right through my skin, as you can see, and now my collarbone is all visible and it stains in the salt water of the sea. What am I supposed to do? But if you want to see how this terrible accident happened, you'll just have to keep on watching, as it's getting started right now. Hello, my sweet bees. I've just begun a normal face makeup because today I want to go very colorful but with a normal base. I first applied a face primer, silicone based face primer, my foundation, and now I'm just powdering it off with L'Oreal Infallible like I always do. I want to work today with pink and blue. I got these incredible lashes and I want to wear them. I just have to use special colors. There is no other option today than that I'm using special colors. But I was thinking about doing my face with just eyeshadows. So I'm gonna get started with a neutral pink tone, and I'm gonna go for this light pink and I'm gonna pop that in my crease. That's that. Now, I would like to powder my face completely with a very, very light pink. Like, this is a blush, but it's a very light color. And my neck. As you see, I'm not touching my under eye area because, you know, it wrinkles up anyway if I put on any powder, so that's that. Now I want to go to a little bit of blue. I'm gonna start with a pencil brush, and first, before I'm taking blue, I'm going to a brighter pink blush and I'm gonna fill in my outer V. And the blush that I am taking is from this same palette. It's just a darker one. And as you know, I also pre-shape my winged eyeliner where it's gonna be. Then I want to have brows, but the brows that I want to have will have a nice shape, but they will be in blue. I'm gonna work it off afterwards anyway, so this is a guideline. Now I can work them off. Bright, very bright. But I really like. With a tiny brush, you can dab on pigment. So I really like that already. Now I'm taking a blending brush and I am going into this magnificent, very bright pink. And I'm gonna blend that. I'm dropping all my brushes. I am now taking that very bright pink and I'm gonna go higher in the crease. Super pretty. Then I'm gonna bring that a little bit down to the nose too. And blend that with my fingers so that my nose has got a little pink outline to it. And now with that flat brush that I had, I am going to take this blue, and with that blue I'm gonna carve out my cheek. And I'm gonna blend that down very well. I'm taking the brush that I used for the pink and I'm putting that into the blue, and I'm starting from the ears. The temples, and then I can connect that. And I'll take the flat brush to really define those lines. And I'm not using my real temples, because if I was, they would be completely, because they come to here, it would be way too much. So I'm faking smaller temples actually. And then I'm gonna take a different blue, because this blue is very, very bright, to contour around the hairline. And I will be using this blue. I'm also gonna do my jawline. And then I'm gonna shade my neck. And if you fold your neck in the folds that you want to shade, it's very, very easy to do. Just twist your head and the folds will come by themselves. I'm gonna shade also my collarbone. Only on my left side. What can that mean? Now, I'm taking another blending brush, also a very fluffy one, and I'm diving back into this bright pink, and I'm gonna use that where I didn't shade. And I can use a big brush, the one that I used on the face, but now with this color, so that the blue blending will be softened down a lot. And I hope I'm wrong, but I am waiting for an accident out here to happen. Normally it's a one-way street, and they're making a sidewalk on the back of the street, so cars that normally have to drive that way are now all coming this way, where it's normally a one direction street. So I am terrified. So that I have blue actually on the eyelid, the entire moving eyelid, and a little bit where the wing will come. And with my finger I dab on pink pigment. Not too neat, not too defined, and under my eye. I'm also using this same glitter under the brow bone, but without putting blue or anything under it. I'm just making everything shimmer there. I'm using very glittery concealer, and I'm tabbing that in with my fingers so that I don't get that wrinkly zone under the eye, and it's still shimmery and glittery and it matches the look. Now what I also want to do is take a little bit of the blue glitter. I am going to rub that onto this blue and fade it. It's not very creepy. It is not really a skull or anything dangerous or ugly. It's supposed to be just a little bit mermaidy. Now I'm gonna put on a new lipstick that I haven't tried yet. And I like the color. And I'm gonna put on blue mascara on my lower lashes because those upper lashes are gonna be very special themselves. Now, I don't know if it still works, but I have a shimmery eyeliner here. I'll probably have to double coat it or so, but I love it. Now, what you of course could imagine is this is not just a makeup look as a mermaid, because that would be way too simple. I am going to be a mermaid that is caught. And I just made this hook by folding 3 pieces of metal wire, and I just rolled it up together, made a loop on the top, and I thought about making a rope on it, but my husband thought about why not make a feather onto it, because they do hang feathers and bugs and stuff on it to catch fish. Now I am a mermaid, but I got caught, so, and not in the mouth, but on the shoulder. So what we're now gonna create is the wound. So what I now need is latex. I'm gonna take the jar that I used yesterday, and normally when you've used latex it's dry and you can pull it out. Bloop. I love doing that. You can maybe remember from last year how much fun I had doing that all the time, so I love doing that. It's so stupid, but I really like it. Putting some latex in a little container. I'm now going to use paper tissues and latex to create skin on top of my own. You can also use kids' crafting glue. That works too. And I use a blow dryer to dry it up faster. Now I'm ripping apart pieces of tissue. You can also make them thinner by taking them apart. I just need a lot of pieces to build thickness and a thicker skin. What you can also do, and that is actually the most easy, is the throwaway sponges that you rip into pieces, and I'm gonna check if I still have some. It's exactly what I mean. These sponges you can use very well for latex. I dip the sponge in a bit of latex, I apply it to my skin, put on a piece of paper and make sure it's completely covered. Make sure the paper is completely soaked. The thing you have with latex is it changes color. It gets very yellow once it is dry, so I would recommend to make sure that it is very well dried before you're gonna try to cut it open. So layer up enough, fade it out very well where your skin actually blends with the latex skin, and then take a blow dryer and make sure it is completely dry. And when I say completely, I mean really completely to the bone. Once it's dry, it will stay sticky, so you've got to take translucent powder or powder in the color of your skin and powder the latex off before you do anything else. So just take a fluffy brush, translucent powder. So I'm taking my foundation brush again And I am pumping on a bit of foundation and gently wipe that onto the latex, blend that out, and I'm also gonna put translucent powder over that. Now the color itself is not the focal point of this, but what we're gonna do with it. First thing that I have to do is cut this open. So I am going to try to make a hole and just follow your skin without poking it, preferably, and cut open where you want to have it open. As you'll see, if you make some snips on the corners, you can fold that skin. You can cut it, you can make it smaller, you can pull wildly, you can make sure you got everything. So that is now where I want to have my hook attached, so that it's really through that skin. First I'll just stick this tip, or dip it into the latex, put it where did I have that hole? There, and make sure that it is there. I'm taking a wooden stick, I'm gonna put latex underneath that and add latex on top and underneath the outside of the skin, so that I can really get that to be one piece. That I am going to blow dry too, and in between add latex. The more the merrier. So as you see, I am building up in bits and pieces, not all at once. That's already very nice. Now I am peeling out this loose paper a little bit and let it dangle, because I want to have this, whoopsie-daisy, skin all hanging down too. If you have a fresh open wound, the colors that are going to be ruling is of course blood, but also to create depth in the wound you'll need black, and around the wound you will always have purple, because purple gives the illusion of bruising. So you're gonna be bruised on the outside and very badly wounded on the inside. So the first thing that I am going to do is take a bright red eyeshadow. With a flat brush, I'm gonna do the edges of the wound on the inside and fade on the edges. And I'm not doing my collarbone. The wrinkles in the paper automatically, if you just wipe gently over it, give the illusion of blood vessels, blood veins, which is really very pretty if you gently use it in your look. Do not overdo, be careful with it. As I said, the next color that you really want to use on the outside of a bruise is purple. So I'm taking this purple. It's not too bright, not too... I'm mixing these two actually. And I am gonna dab that here and there in like spots, not really coloring in complete places. And also inside the edge, mostly on the latex, with some dark purple. And then go to black. Black is really what's gonna make depth. So around your collarbone, look how that comes forward immediately if you put black below and in every edge of the wound, as well on the wound skin as in the wound itself. I am now pulling it open a little bit to be able to put more black in there. You can also use paint for this, but I am only gonna use a little bit of red paint. The rest I'm gonna do with eyeshadows. Also the edge of the skin, the wound, the flap, we do black. But what I now am going to do is take red paint, so just red water activated paint, make it moist, let it soak in a little bit, and in the meantime I can put some nice cute shells. Don't know if it'll stick. Where am I gonna put you? Here. Yeah, we can make you bloody then. I'm sorry, I fell away for a moment, but my memory card was full. I'm gonna exaggerate the white of the bone. Normally that would stick very well on that cream. And it really has to come from under the skin, as well in the front as in the back. I'm now making it very white, but I am going to mix that with a little bit of beige later on so that it's more a real bone color. I was telling you about the blood. I was making blood flow. I was creating all different things when my camera fell out, so I have no idea to where you have seen everything. So I'm now making this extra red around that bone, and even let a drop of blood run over the bone. There, that is perfect, because it's just at the spot where the hook is in the skin. Now, like here, where the hook really is in the skin, I want to take a black pencil, because that paint is dry, and I want to make a hole in black around the hook, because this hook is also a little bit under my skin. Black eyeshadow, dabbing on over the red paint also gives more realism, and I really want to make it very dark on the inside. The blacker it is on the inside of a wound, the deeper it looks, and the more realistic it will be in a dark place. So you can gently show people, oh, I am cut. But no more than that, or your skin flap will come loose and it'll be ruined. That should be the wound. I hope it's a bit realistic. I am going to put on a couple of more shells, and once they're on, I'm just gonna put on my falsies and a wig, and I will be ready. The bone itself, as I said, I am going to add a tiny little bit beige eyeshadow, more like this, which is a bone color, instead of really white. That is the outcome of the terrible accident. They weren't meant to catch me, but they wanted to catch a huge fish. And instead, yeah, you see what happened. So now it's time to put glue on my falsies, to put a little bit mascara on my upper lashes, to put on a wig, and then I will be back for my finale. So, this is the final result of this mermaid getting caught. Look, I really hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial with me. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Leave some nice comments down below, give me some thumbs up, and for me, there's as always just one thing left to say, and that is my love for makeup is spread all over to you, and I really hope to see you again soon in one of my coming videos. So for now, bye bye! Sure hope you got that kiss, because I am caught already. And that one too.